let's take this problem for example. 3 plus 4 times 2 equals what? Well, one person might say, I think the answer is 14. And another person might say, I think the answer is 11. You know, it's kind of ambiguous because we don't see any parentheses. So, do we know whether we should do 3 plus 4 first, then multiply by 2? Or should we do 4 times 2 first, and then do 3 plus whatever that is? Well, we actually have rules that we can follow that tell us the way to solve this problem. Okay? This is the way to solve this problem. We need to do the 4 times 2 first and get 8, then do 3 plus 8. So the correct answer is 11. We know that because we need to follow those rules that tell us what order we should do all of the operations. When there are no parentheses, we have to follow those rules. We're going to talk about what those rules are. But just remember, what if you did want to add the 3 and 4 first? What do? That's when you use parentheses, right? You put the parentheses around the 3 plus 4, because parentheses mean do me first. Well, let's take a look at what those rules are. Okay? We call them the order of operations. Now, the order of operations work left to right still, but we have a certain order that things need to be solved in. I'm going to add one here that I see is missing. Okay? The first thing you do is whatever is in parentheses. Okay, remember we talked about parentheses mean do me first. The second thing we do is if there are any numbers that are written in exponential notation, if we have any exponents, we solve those and put those numbers in the standard notation. Third, we do multiplication and division. And if there's both multiplication and division, or if there's more than one, remember we work left to right. And then lastly, we do the addition and subtraction. And if there's both addition and subtraction, or if there's more than one, we work left to right. Let's take these and put these in your notes. Now, normally I have you go to your next clean page, but this time I would like you to go and add this part to the notes that we did in our last lesson about parentheses. Okay, so we're still talking about parentheses. So go to that page, please, and underneath your example from yesterday, put down order of operations, just like you see here. And we're going to add these notes to that page. Now, these are the rules that we must follow, okay? This is the order that we take care of our operations. Parentheses. Make sure you're writing all of this down. Then exponents. Then multiplication and division. Notice multiplication and division are on the same line. That's because they're equals. Multiplication and division are the same level, so we do those problems third, moving left to right. And then lastly, addition and subtraction. And again, addition and subtraction are equals. So if we have both or more than one, we work left to right. Could be subtraction first, then addition. Could be addition, then subtraction. Doesn't really matter. We just work left to right. Now, there are some useful tools to help us remember this order, okay? Sometimes you might hear people talk about PEMDAS. P-E-M-D-A-S. PEMDAS is just taking the first letter of each of these parts, okay? Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, and it's just the word that it forms when we put PEMDAS together. So if you remember PEMDAS, that can help you remember the order. Another way we like to remember it is with the saying, "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally." And again, if you look at the first letter of each of those words, it tells you to remember parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. And really important to remember, work left to right with things at the same level, okay, or equal footing. So like after you've done all the parentheses, or if there's more than one set of parentheses, work left to right on them. Make sure you have